Now that I have my paper plan, I'm ready to make this with my cut collage paper. So I'm going to have a piece of brown crust paper, and I need to make a rectangle for the filling. So I'm going to find a piece of scrap that I like, that I want to be my rectangle, and I'm going to cut a rectangle that is smaller than my brown square. So I'm kind of lucky in that this piece is already there, but what if you have a piece that isn't already done? So you're going to line up an edge of your paper with the leaving an edge of brown here, and with your pencil you're going to mark the edge here so you know where to cut. Then you're going to go a little bit above where that pie is, but I'm actually going to move it down because I have to have room for my triangle part. So I'm going to make a little mark right here, and I'll know that this is how big my rectangle needs to be. With my pencil, I can draw this line if I want to, or I can just cut it. Either way is just fine. Cut, cut, cut. Cut, cut, cut. Whenever we're cutting from a scrap, we always make sure we go into a corner or on an edge as much as possible so we don't waste our cool scraps. Now we need to use some glue to glue this on. Remember, with glue, open it up, twist a little bit out, and then decide what's the front, what's the back. Put your glue on the back. And for this one, notice that the edge of this is the same as the edge of the brown. So I'm going to put it just like this, leaving a little space for the bottom crust, covering up all of it there, rubbing flat, little space for the side crust. If I got the size a little wrong, I could trim this if I need to, but I did okay. Now I need to make that bumpy texture. So right here, I'm going to go ahead and make a bump, bump, bumpy line all the way to the edge. And then from this corner, I'm going to go a straight line all the way to my pink corner. Ta-da! I have a piece of pie. That was pretty cool. Now I can work on making toppings or anything else that I want for my picnic. Now that my pie is done, I can make anything else that I want to eat using the same cutting and gluing techniques. When you're done with your project, it's very helpful for you to clean up any weird chunks left over from your paper scraps. So if you do something like this where you need something from the interior because of a color, it's helpful if you can go in and square up your edges as much as possible. And like flappy bits can come off. Little tiny pieces can go in the trash can. Like these would be probably too small for someone else to use. But this bigger rectangle, somebody might need a little piece of orange. So this part you could save and still use. So the same thing goes with like any kind of scraps you make. You should take the time, cut off the weird bits, and then save the bigger scraps, but throw away those little pieces. So like this one, pretty much all used up. We can recycle that. But that is the idea, is that then all of our scraps we don't need get recycled, and our project is awesome, and everything we could use again or someone else could use is available for them to use. Please put it back in the appropriate color bin, either hot, cold, or neutral.